Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to Axel's Garage. I'm out here working on like 3 or 4 different things at once. But one of the things that we needed to get done was baby mama's IROC there. She has not been driving it because it has been running erratically, let's call it. And what I mean by erratically is she was having trouble starting it. And what we determined just by a little trial and error, we unplugged the idle air control, the throttle position sensor, and then mass airflow sensor. And the problem went away when I unplugged the mass airflow sensor. Of course, it did put a check engine light on, but she was having trouble starting it. Could not get it started. I had to give it like half throttle, multiple attempts to start it. But once you got it running and it warmed up, it was running like a bat out of hell. Unplugged the mass airflow sensor, and it was starting right up, and it was running great. And that lasted all last summer because I was too cheap to buy a mass airflow sensor. Delphi is the only one that makes a good one for these older IROCs, and like 180 bucks. I'll link it in the description below. So this year we take it out for the summer for her to drive, and I had it out, and a mechanic friend of mine stopped by to talk about something else, and he goes, "Oh, how's Michelle's IROC running?" I go, "Oh, it runs like a bat out of hell. The only problem I had with it was the mass airflow. I unplugged it and it's been running great ever since." He goes, "You unplugged the mass airflow and it's running good?" I go, "Yeah, thing's running like a bat out of hell." He goes, "Really? It should be falling on its face." I go, "No, not at all." And then like 2 weeks later, it's falling on its face. You start it up and you go to drive it, and you go to give it gas, and it just pops through the intake. Like it's not getting fuel, it's starving, it's bucking. And then you shut it down, start it up again, and it runs great. So it was very erratic. Like sometimes the computer would recognize that the mass airflow was unplugged and put it into a default mode, and it would run great. And sometimes the computer wouldn't recognize that for whatever reason, and it would run like shit. So she ain't driving it when it's possibly running good and possibly running like shit. She needs it to run good all the time, because then she's not comfortable on it. So I finally bit the bullet, spent $184, whatever it was, on the mass airflow sensor. What we need is a screwdriver, and we could bang this in, and she should be happy. But I forgot the keys, so I can't get in it. Be right back. All right, so we got the keys. Hopefully I'm on camera because we are using an old GoPro today. It's a Hero 3, so there's no screen or anything like that. So I don't know how the audio is. Usually a lot of wind noise. But here we are at the IROC. Let me set the camera up so you could see the engine. So hopefully this will be an easy one. The mass airflow sensor is right here. I do have it unplugged. All you need is a nut driver or a screwdriver. I'm going to loosen the clamp on that side. I'm going to loosen the clamp on this side. Now I did try to clean with what do they call it? Mass airflow cleaner to see, you know, maybe you got a piece of dust on it or a dead bug or something. Known to happen, didn't happen. You know, it's got screens on it, so you can't get to the contact points or anything. The new one in the box is a Delphi. You know, it's got the Delphi marking on it, and it's got a metal base on it, where the one that was in here has got an odd number on it. It's got a plastic base. It is probably not a GM unit. So here's our replacement. It's got covers on the screens because you don't want to get anything in there. And to put it in place, you got your wires right underneath, so I'm going to plug the wire in. Make sure that's in good, and just slide it right in like that. It is marked on it flow so that you don't do it backwards or anything. And there it goes. So now all you have to do is snug your clamps down. And then we'll put our air filter assembly. Oh, you see? And it did pop apart there. That was the problem with the old one a little bit. It seems like this, I don't know if this is the original air filter assembly, but you see how it doesn't doesn't seal well. So what I'm going to do is take this back off. And I am going to put maybe a wrap of electrical tape or two around it so that it takes up the space. Because even when you tighten these clamps down, for some reason it's not making good contact there, unless I put the clamp up on that ridge. Let's try that. Nope. Doesn't change anything. I don't even think the right clamp would help here. I just think they don't fit as snug as they should. So what I'm going to do is take some electrical tape. Okay, that's a little stiffer. Not 100% perfect, but I'm happy with it. It's airtight. It's not going to slide out. Isn't that good? All right, now the key is, will it start right up? Alright, so that's 2 starts. It never would start like that without a mass airflow sensor, or a bad one. And I have throttle response, which I did not have previously. I think we got fixed. I'll link everything we used in the description below, and as always, thanks for watching.